Using AutoCrat as an add-on tool to create a personalized form letter, and it incorporates the use of Google Drive tools with documents, connecting the documents to forms and the responses from the form. The way I do it is I work off of the document first. That's just the way my mind works, but I have heard other people say that they like to create the form first. So I'm going to show you this. You create a document, and I created it in a folder real quick so that I can find it later. It's in my advisory folder, and there are the documents, and I populate all of them together for organization, which is just a way I can stay on top of it. I create the letter, my form letter, and then as if I were writing a personalized letter, I enter the fields that are captured by 2 carets for the personalized portion that's going to come from the Google form and the responses. And you can see I have first name, last name, and I can use first name again. And I want the date down here. And these are the fields that I'm going to fill later with proudest subject, or grade for that subject, needing attention, what is the grade for that, and so on. And then at the end, for parents, if you have any questions after talking with your child, don't hesitate contacting me. So this is what the generic letter looks like. Then I move and I created this form, and within the form now, if you see, I went from the carets, and you can see date. And sometimes what I do, just to make sure I get it right, is I literally go right in here and copy and add it to the field as I'm going, so that I ensure that I'm adding the fields as they go. And now you can see as I've edited the questions, the date, first name, last name. There are 2 fields that I don't have on the letter, but these will be used by AutoCrat. Your email, this would be the student's email, parent's email, and it says if more than one, separate by a comma. And moving down, and then here's, I was going to demonstrate this. So this is the field. So if I'm going back and I'm entering and I toggle back and forth and hit copy, and go to that field and paste, there's the proudest subject, and going through and just double checking that I have everything. So now I have the letter, the form, and now I'm going to go into AutoCrat. Now I've already added it on. It will show up in the add-ons. You have to search for it and add it there. I'm going to launch it. Now, going back to organizing, having everything in one spot. Now, once AutoCrat opens, and it takes a little while, occasionally, depending upon your internet speed, then I'm going to create a new merge once it gives me the field to do so. And then I go in and find, and it's taking a while, there we go. And again, this, for every time it's the first one, it does take a little bit. You'll get the little guy tipping his head here as he's thinking with the mustache and stuff. And you can see I've already done 3 of them already. And I'm waiting for it to come up on the field. Once it does, I'm going to choose a template from Drive. And it's thinking there. There's my advisory folder. What I found that it does remember the most recent entries in most cases. So here's the letter that I'm using. This is the form. You don't want to attach the form because the add-on is going off of the responses. So now it's going to connect the form that I select with the carets and the fields that I've added from the carets into my Google form. And he's thinking again, and I'm going to name this as my doll advisory weekly update. Set. And it does make you name it a few times. So this just takes a chance to double check. The first name goes with what it found in the tag, or the carets as I call it. Going all the way down, you want to make sure that everything aligns with what you're looking for. I just name it straight up so that it helps for me to organize. Now here's your chance to name it again. Doll Advisory Weekly Update. And I want to make sure that I select that it's going to create a PDF, because that way it will always be available to open regardless of the platform. And we want to email or share this merged document. Now it opens up an email field. This is where we copy in two areas. Up above here, it will have all the fields, but we want to copy and paste your email. And it tells you to separate by a comma. And we want the parent's email. Paste. And I just want it to be sent to me also, because I want a way to easily go back and look at it as it's sent. And in the subject, doll advisory, weekly academic. And every response that I create, I'm a little bit geeky, so I save them over here, and this is the one I'm going to use. Dear parents, you are getting this email because your child has completed, fix the grammar mistake, a doll academic update for this week. Please review the attachment below. So now I'm going to copy and go back to my AutoCrat tab, paste it. Now it's in place. And again, we want to view it as a PDF attachment. Now here's the key. Just because you do that, you would have to run the merge each time. You want to click the little down arrow, the advanced settings, and we are going to run AutoCrat when a new form is submitted and save. Now it's saved and it's ready to go. So from there, I do it quickly. I open up my live form, and my son gets a lot of these messages. He's a senior in college, so he should be doing okay. But and I'll just put my address and the parent's email address. So I'll put my school email address. Proudest subject, math. The grade is a B+. Needs after looking at the subject, what needs attention? Language arts. And that's a C-. Oops, there it is. I put it in the wrong spot. Minus. My plan is to study for the grammar quiz. Not just wing it. Oops. There we go. Missing assignments. I'm in good shape. I've got none. So there's the form that I took care of. All the fields, I email this form out to my students through my class list created in my Google Classroom, or I've had teachers just put it as a link on their web page. Either works really well. Submit. Now for the first one, oops, and it shows right here. There it is, a field I didn't enter. What is today's date? Goes back. Now I'll enter, and it shows that it's submitted. I like to go back to my responses form. It shows that it's entered. Make sure that portion of it's done. Then I click on Run Merge, and this just gives it a little shove. Sometimes it takes a minute or two to complete the process, but I like to go in and check it right away, and then it will show me what I got, and you can see up here in the email. And there it is. It's in the heading, Doll Advisory Weekly Update. There's the form letter that I created, the message, the email message. The student could download it in their drive or just look at it. Clicking on it Here's all the information for Josh Dahl. Josh, oops, and I've got an error to fix there. Josh, this update. So I need to go back and fix this. And I've got an error there, grammar error. And this is a great way to fix it right away. Looking for mistakes, product subjects math, B+, language arts, C-. Study more for the quiz. No, just wing it, nothing. So I have one mistake, so you don't have to go back and do the whole thing. So this is what I really like about it. Go back and so let's change it. Josh has completed an update for the week of, and now it's all done and it's ready to go, and it's that slick, and it sends it out, and it's a way to send a personalized message. And literally I did this in a little over 10 minutes and went over 10 minutes largely because I made typing keyboarding errors. So I'm still working on that even at my age. So there you go. You can do this in less time than it takes to do this screencast. And once you do it, you just get more and more efficient and use the tools you have. So there it is. AutoCrat form letter using Google Documents, forms, and responses.